Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into your twin flame reading. Take a look at a connection that you have with someone in your life and how that connection is going to play out possibly over the next 7 days. All right, guys? So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull out some animal spirits for you, see where you're at. With those, see what you may be resonating with. 2 of those for you and your person. Oop. Deer and a wolf. All right, now both earth energy, strong feminine energy. Wow. All right, the deer, protection, mother, the mother. The deer is there. She's very vigilant. She's very strong. She's very alert. She's loving. She's there to more than anything. She's a very sort of awake and aware protector of something, right? Her child, or her doe, or what have you. But I'm saying when we relate that to our lives, we're talking about protecting our children, protecting the things that we create, the things that are newly coming into our lives as well. There's a feeling of nurturing and protecting the positive, creative things that are beginning to come into our lives, that are emerging, right? And that are still quite young. Whether that be an actual child or a relationship or a project or what have you, it is the energy of nurturing and protecting that the deer brings. The wolf is the leader, right? The lone wolf. The wolf is, again, feminine energy. The wolf is the protector of the pack from the many. So, the one who looks out for the downtrodden, the marginalized, the groups that have no one to protect them or to lead them. The wolf is the animal spirit for the leader of those groups or those communities, right? And so it's an energy, it's a strong sort of rebellious energy, right? But it is a leadership energy, and it is a leadership energy that comes by virtue of being unique, willing to sort of be the only one, right? Very, very strong, earthy, very grounding, okay? So, Scorpio, let's get into your reading. What is going on with Scorpio and their person over the next 7 days? Either you or your person may resonate with both or one or neither of these animal spirits, and that's fine. So let's get into your actual cards. Show me what's going on for Scorpio and their person. 7-day twin flame reading. Alright, let's get right into it. Scorpio, you're coming out with Ace of Swords. You see them as a King of Swords. What you desire is the Empress, and what needs to happen, 7 of Swords. Okay. Person coming in with Ace of Cups. They see you as the Sun. They desire 8 of Cups. Interesting. And what needs to happen for them is 6 of Swords. There's some challenge here a little bit. 7 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. There's a feeling of fighting, having to fight, having to show some courage, some valor here. Right? And fight for what you want, and fight for what you feel strongly about, right? And what you desire. There is a little bit of shadow here, though. 8 of Cups and 7 of Swords. But let's get into it. Scorpio, you're coming in as Ace of Swords. Your person is coming in as an Ace of Cups. So we have 2 aces here. This is new love for sure. A new relationship. For you, it's like a breath of fresh air, Ace of Swords. It's a whole new way of seeing and communicating, right? That is really making you feel exalted. You're accessing information that you haven't accessed before because of this new way of thinking. And so you're coming in with a really kind of like a whole new mindset this next 7-day period, right? It's a feeling of like just being in a different place, right? Mentally communicating on a different level. The opportunity also for that, right? Now, for your person, we talk about Ace, again, another opportunity. This opportunity is an opportunity for love, right? This love, this outpouring of love that is coming in. And so you're both feeling this exalted feeling of newness, of opportunity, in very different ways, but very strong, very, very strongly again, right? So I feel, of course, like this is This feels very much like a new connection, Scorpio, coming in for you. And again, dear energy is there to remind us to protect and nurture these new connections in our lives. Now, we have King of Swords and the Sun. This is how you guys see each other. Well, for you, you see them as someone who is very honest. Very, very honest and demands an honest level of communication. They're very rigid, almost in certain ways. But I feel for you, this may be something very nice because you're coming in with that Ace of Swords, right? And it feels like this person may be, you know, someone who is bringing that level in, right? The King of Swords is... He can also be very sort of domineering, right? He kind of sets out the rules, right? He's the one who, right, takes over. Oftentimes in a conversation, he's the one who may dominate the conversation, right? He's the one who kind of really takes the lead. And so there may be a little bit of that there, but for the most part, this is somebody who's very, very much in charge. They're very, very skilled, very, very intelligent, and they have a level of communication that really gives them a sense of authority. You see that in them. They see you as the sun, something hot and on fire, Scorpio. They see you as nurturing and love coming in. They're attracted to you just as we are gravitate to the sun. There is a gravitational pull for them to see you as the sun. You bring a level of clarity to their lives even, that they are just absolutely enamored with. The sun is a strong energy for someone to see you as that, you know, it's like you are really taking up the center of their world. And this Ace of Cups and Sun energy together makes a lot of sense. Again, also with this Ace of Swords and King of Swords energy coming in. Now, what do you both desire? Empress and Eight of Cups. This is interesting. For you, Scorpio, you're desiring Empress energy. So there's a feeling of wanting an Empress, right? Or perhaps it can be that for you, you may be playing, and this is not a gender reading, but it can be that you're playing much more the feminine side of this relationship because you have this desire to be the Empress here in this relationship. To be loved, to feel loved, and to show your level of loving. You know, there's a feeling of you perhaps having met, you know, you're dominant to your I want to say you're masculine to your feminine, rather, right? Because King of Swords is a very masculine energy, and you see them as that, and yet you desire Empress. So this ability to really be who you are and to be loved as who you are, to be strong in this, certainly, and to play this part. For them, Eight of Cups is what they desire. I'm going to say there's a feeling that you may be dealing with someone who is coming out of a relationship or coming away from relationships that no longer suit them, Scorpio, because they desire Eight of Cups, which is a higher level of engagement. They want a higher kind of relationship here with you, okay, than what they've been having, okay? And so there is a desire here, I think, to have something new. It's almost as if they're bringing something new to you on a mental level that is exciting for you, Scorpio, and you are bringing something to them on an emotional level that is exciting for them. What needs to happen though? Seven of Swords and Six of Swords. So here's a little treachery coming in. Be careful not to cut corners. What needs to happen? Seven of Swords. Be careful not to... you know, there's treachery here, right? There is a feeling of there may be some influences coming in to undermine this union. Be careful of them. Watch out for them. And that's what you need to watch out for in this next 7-day period. Because Seven of Swords is the underhanded. It's the treacherous. It's the one. It's the card for futility also. But in this situation, it feels to me more like being careful of the people, places, and things that could seek to undermine this union. For them, Six of Swords, they need to, again, turn their back on strife and trouble and fighting and really orient themselves towards positivity and calmer waters. Again, it feels as though like you're dealing with somebody who is coming off of maybe a difficult relationship or difficult time in their lives where there has been a lot of bickering, there has been a lot of fighting and arguing, right? There's been a lot of mental anguish, and they're just done with it. And so they really need to also be done with it, right? So that also speaks to leaving the past in the past and moving forward. Let's get some clarity. Again, Seven of Wands is there because you may indeed have to fight because of this kind of a little bit of a shadow influence here. And again, this Seven of Swords feels like it's coming from the outside in. Like there's outside factors that are weighing in or that may come in and seek to sort of disturb this new connection. Show me, Scorpio. Show me, Scorpio. Dear energy is there to remind us to protect this thing, this burgeoning relationship you have from attacks and from treachery, right? Two of Pentacles. There's some financial issues. Hanged Man. Wow. Inspiration. Knight of Swords. And Five of Wands. So this is it. Five of Wands is a lot of fighting. So that, again, there has been some struggling, some fighting, some bickering that has gone on somewhere. Either for both of you, it could be, right? For you, Scorpio, you may have an ex that is an interferer. For your person, it may be just a person, what they're coming out of. But Five of Wands is there. There is bickering around. Be careful for that. Knight of Swords is there to remind us that if you want what you desire, you have to cut away the things that are holding you back. You know, go out and be proactive about getting rid of the people, the places, the things that may be holding you back. The Knight of Swords is making sure that he has no ties around him or no connections or no bad habits or no, you know, what have you, that is going to hold him back from getting his goal. Hangman has come in. Now, the Hangman oftentimes, sometimes a lot of people interpret it as just hanging around and not being, you know, willing to move. But oftentimes we forget that the Hangman does come in with the halo of illumination. And he shows up in a reading because he shows up precisely at the time when inspiration has come in. So you're coming out of this moment of coming out of just not really wanting to put effort in is happening right now. And you both of you, Scorpio and your person, are really serving as an inspiration to each other to come out of whatever you have both been used to. Again, not surprised that you are both resonating with aces here, because both of you have been sort of laissez-faire, kind of playing very sort of in your own lives, perhaps, you know, familiar roles, familiar patterns, easy. And now this inspiration is coming by from you two meeting each other, and there's a lot of force behind you both wanting to move forward. Two of Pentacles is there because there is some financial chaos, perhaps. There's some juggling of day-to-day activities that may happen over this next 7-day period. And that's part and parcel of you guys trying to be together, perhaps being together and working towards whatever it is you need to do to move forward in this connection, right? There may be real day-to-day tasks that you both have to get done. So there's this aspect of chaos, a little bit of physical chaos going on over the next 7 days. But more than anything, you're wanting to watch out for this treachery that's coming in. You're wanting to watch out that you both are really saying goodbye to your past and watching out for any sort of outside influences that may be coming in that may seek to disrupt this, what seems to be a very, very good, healthy start to a beautiful union. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, Scorpio. That is your 7-day twin flame outlook. I hope it gave you some clarity. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share. That's all I asked for, and that's it. Stick around this weekend. I may be doing some shadow readings for you guys. All of the readings have had a little bit of shadow there, so we'll see. But for right now, have a great week, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye-bye now.